Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and our honorable judges. Introduce, I am Frieska as the representative of Senior High School number 1 KALUKKU in this debate event. And today, I am as the first speaker from the government side. Our motion today is talk about this house would arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence and academic performance rather than on their age. But before I explain my statement, I would like to make a definition about two important words in this motion. Ladies and gentlemen, first, the room. What is the definition of classroom? The classroom, it means that the room that limited by 4 walls, place for students to gather to follow the learning process. As the conclusions in this problem SMAN, class has the static because it just has a classification on student skill. Or as the sample thing, class can be as a smallest work units in a school to support the activities of learning. And second, intelligence and academic. Student academic is a result of student activities during they are in a learning process in the class. And this motion is talk about the result of accomplishment of student will determine the placement of their class. Ladies and gentlemen, students who high academic grade or their own intelligence in a school need to be grouped into one class. In this statement, it's still inherent in community, and teacher usually use these things or this statement to group students who have high academic achievement in the classroom. Assuming of this ability grouping is required, the quality in the serve of learning is different with the student who has less in academic result rather than student who has a good achievement in academic result. Ladies and gentlemen, now I want to move to my statement. There are 4 important statements in my reason today. First, teacher can be easy to teach and to determine the student result of academic because all of the students in the class have the same quality in the lesson. For example, there are teachers who has 80 standard of value for math, biology, and chemistry lesson because the teacher know all of students can reach the value of academic because they have some quality and ability in this lesson. And secondly, student psychology said, student who has a low quality in learning process will continue the student to toward themselves and comparing themselves with a smart student, ladies and gentlemen. For example, the student with a low quality will say, why I am stupid, why I cannot be right, like my friends who get good in math, in biology, for example. And third, the system can be a lesson for parents of students to send their children to go to school if their age is required. In Indonesia, there are schools who, like the student who was born in 2005, to continue their school or their study in the senior high school. But we know this age is not required to be a senior high school student. And last one, about my reason, the student hard to digest the lesson because not all students can understand the same object of lesson. So learning process can be cannot be efficient. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, I strongly believe with this motion to arrange students in classroom based on their intelligence, academic performance rather than on their age. Because this fourth important point, first, teacher can be easy to teach. Secondly, we are thinking about the student psychology side. Third, about the parents, to give the parents a lesson to send their children to go to senior high school or to go to school if their age is required to continue the study. And fourth is hard. It can be a hard system for students to understand the lesson. So I think that's all about my reason. Thanks for listening.